Hey folks, Papa here. How did we get here? I don't mean the obvious, I clicked on a forum link kind of answer. We are here because we love to progress with a nice pacing. The feeling that we would really advance on a day-to-day basis. If it wasn't for that, why would we even go through the hustle of thief playing, reading guides and being a bit more active than those surrounding our little home cave? Sadly, we can see right here that times changed. Take a moment and farewell Papa Thief, the very basis for my guide. He was my first one, but not be the last one to go. Over 300,000 of good gold and resources down the toilet, just because the AI wouldn't let him make those last 2 hits. But that's okay. Times changed, and that just makes it more clear that we need to adapt in a matter where the outcome cannot be simplified as much. As an example, no more, the reward for thief play is too high, there is no risk. Because the only thing the odds changed was tweaking a bit on the no risk versus reward situation. Now we have risk versus reward. I don't know about you guys, but when the thief nerf hit, my economy was pretty much wasted. So let's have a look at the iron market in my region. It should give us a good idea how hard other people have been hit. After a month of playing, 10,000 iron on the market. This is just insane. It's not even 2 days worth you can mine yourself. Okay, crystal is not so bottlenecky. It's a bit better. Just look at the amount of lag this game produces. Just pray you never get my main dungeon. Just see. But back to topics at hand. Of course I could have ventured out and find the absolute safe level for thief raiding at T2. But the problem with that is they could just nerf or tweak a bit around, like going from 2% detection rate to 5% detection rate. The thief, of course, would still get out alive, but now when he takes damage, you would have to heal him and you would have to wait until he's full again. Because the chance would be way bigger for back-to-back detection. So they would just cripple our 3-3 rates with that. And we would have to heal a terrible combatant. And I don't want those kind of nerf hitting our Dark Elf play. And I don't want those kinds of nerf hitting our new economy. So instead of healing a terrible combatant, I wanted to advocate a really strong unit. The single-handedly best humanoid creature in terms of attacking and defending. And with that, we will take T2 and later T3 head on. The Dark Elves. The carry capacity is quite low. The damage is okay-ish, but combined with the range they have, it's a deadly combination. But another strong point, and really important for fast pacing, is the travel speed. We will start out now with some battle replays where I can show you their madness. Let me switch it up. Bang! Awesome how I'm rocking those transitions, huh? Just joking. We want to look at the Dark Elf's awareness and shooting range. Don't get distracted by all those shiny level 5 buildings. Here's the first one we want to have a look at. He's behaving a little bit oddly, but see how he's instantly enclosing the gap that he shouldn't close. Because right from here he would be well in range of shooting. Those are mere maybe 6 tiles. Let's have a look at this. I'm approximating 7 tiles. What is this? Double arrow of doom? Look again. 1 Dark Elf is now 2 Dark Elves. Everything is possible if you play like a papa and not a lady. Switching up again. If the last replay wasn't impressive enough for you, let's have a watch here. I will spoil the beans because we will have to zoom out to actually see when he is engaging. The first hit already. Do you want to count those tiles? Let's move up to see when he will engage the second one. This is just insane. But in general, this is what will happen. Of course, when they get higher level, they will close the gap because the damage doesn't go up well enough. But here again, look how many tiles they have to walk before they reach him. This is just free damage, and this is why we take Darkelves and not Warlocks. It is kinda a double-sided coin, because when we use Darkelves, we really will fight against the whole town. Because even if the enemy was here, he could shoot from right there. So if you took something with less awareness than an enemy being right here or in the other edges, wouldn't be fought. Now that we have learned about their crazy awareness range, I will cover a note that I really disliked about Thief play from the get-go. It's not like it was the best thing ever. Let's say you had a level 30 Thief. There is nothing you could do to make him able to raid T2 by combining another Thief. It just wasn't possible. This is not true for groups of Dark Elves. They will fully support each other, and this will get even quite beneficial when we talk about healing raid. Where one Thief failed, 10 of the same level would fail as well. But where one Dark Elf fails, 2 might do the job. Another weakness of the Thief play was that you had no real army strength at any point. It's not like fire traps are the best way to defend. As a Thief player, it was the only way you could defend. That is not true with Dark Elf play, because they make up for the tremendous defenders. They might not hit as hard as a Warlock, but at least they have an insane range. So they will be out of harm's way for quite a long time, and if you build it correctly, they will hammer down clerics. Even if you say, screw Dark Elves, I'm just gonna level a Thief high enough to solo T3 in case he gets spotted. The thing about leveling is, leveling a creature like from level 1 to 50 will cost you around 1/4 of what it's going to cost you from level 50 to 100, and that trend will keep on going. So from level 100 to 150, the amounts of res need will just get insane. So safe raiding T3 with Thieves, as it is right now, is quite impossible to pay. This is why Dark Elves shine. As I mentioned, we don't have to go for a single Dark Elf to do something. We could, as an example, just level several to level 50, and we could achieve something bigger already at a much more affordable price. But let's hit the guiding part. How do we start out? What do we need? You need at least an 11 tile guard post. So that means I want you to build 10 Dark Elves. However, you can start out with like 5 Thieves and leave them at level 1 and generate income that way, because you will use quite a good amount of P-Earth. As you can see, one bed requires you to build 10 steel ingots at 100 P-Earth each, and an additional 600. That times 10 is already a nice amount, if you consider you don't even have your first dungeon out. Once you have your first 3 level 1 Dark Elves, you can start raiding T1. They will get badly injured, but that is okay. If you want to make sure that they don't die, just shock them. If you go away for a bit longer and you cannot actively look how much damage they took after each successive raid, just go for the overkill. Add one more and send them on a 3-3 raid. I'm pretty positive though that a level 10 Dark Elf should be able to solo a T1. Don't burn me though when I'm wrong, because even if I would try to test it, unfortunately I have that little monster bonus. See, so even if my Dark Elves would do it, it doesn't mean that your Dark Elves could do it too. And on level 10, well, I guess attack might play a bigger role. So as you get more and more level 10 Dark Elves, you want to transit into T2. I estimated 10 level 10 DEs to be enough. But confirmation and risks, I can only do so much alone. So you will need to keep showing up on either ggshout.com or here to get the best